a lot because they infiltrated my little tabby tab and shut off my live. Ain't that crazy how they do that? I'll be taking my tablet to the Homeland Security today. This is what I have to do because I've been trying to give you guys room to leave me alone because let's just face it, karma was going to catch up with you anyway. But now I have to take my devices to Homeland Security because that's disrespectful and I have a child. And to actually be that upset, that butthurt, and actually that unhinged that you would actually show me because I poked you. You showed me how bad this is for you. It's really bad for you that you actually like want to do that. Hmm. So how you want to do this? The easy way or the hard way? Cuz they'll be knocking on your door sooner or later. So, as we move away from centering relationships in 2026, maybe we should take some time to finish raising what's already here or to unlearn some things before the new wave of children arrive. Congratulations for those who are welcoming bundles of joy this year or this month or at this time. Congratulations on your birthdays and your celebrations and everything. But definitely, definitely. This is the year to move away from that because we need to unlearn a lot of toxic things. We have to unlearn a lot of the things that we learned from parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, old systems, and things of that nature. We really have to learn how to love each other once again. And I'm all for it. I just really feel like we just need to take a step back and see how we really, really, really love each other. What's oh my God for? So, a lot of this is because of the unrequited love, the unrequited love. You need to lock in because I'm going to report everybody until somebody figure out why I have to be harassed. I'm not the only person in Baltimore. I'm not the only one. Hmm? I'm not the only reader. I'm not the only woman that does not want you. And it's okay. Bro, I'm asking for it. Are you threatening me? The Wizard of Oz. Okay, so that's the big chump behind the curtain, right? Anyway, and that's you. You're being a victim. You're crying about no one paying you attention or wanting you. And it's awful that no one wants to be hugging you right now because it's obviously that's probably what you need. That's why you get up so early to attack somebody who has nothing to do with you. And it's a very, very sad situation that I can't help you with. It's very heavy. It's too heavy for you. I don't know. I just don't care. I don't care. And it's obvious things are going wrong in your life because you're here trying to affect mine. Oh. Anyway, wrong number saved under the wrong name. Yeah, that's not Pizza Hut, and it's definitely not Jay from State Farm. Okay, you guys are giving off real garden tool energy. Those holes run deep. Yeah, that's the Shia LaBeouf thing. So why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? It must be weird to have like such a small existence in this life that you want to be big in mind, and I still don't know you, so you're still insignificant. Your words mean nothing. I'm actually used to battling with jerks. Okay, I'm used to battling with like medicated maniacs because I did work in the healthcare, thing. So I'm used to, you know having insults hurled at me that mean nothing. They that a good reference for that is that Windex commercial when the window is so clean and the bird, like you're likened to a bird in a Windex commercial. You're just gonna hit glass. Oh boy. Thank you very much, Grim Reaper. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Um, we're going to get into the ethereal, and then eventually I'm just going to go back to doing what I was doing because I really wanted to read my poem that's telling me about this criminal that keeps trying to hack into my systems. And boy, oh boy, are you going to get it when the FBI and the alphabet boys pull up on you, because I'm not strong enough to deal with that. I'm not strong enough. I'm as just a damsel in distress. I'm as a damsel in distress. Why you worried about me? Oh, my food stamps. Come on, get some. Go on, look in the system and mess my snaps up. I get food stamps. I get $600 worth of food stamps. I get $900 worth of snap, right? Let's see. I'm on Section 8. What else I got? I got that. You think I care about any of those things when you're sitting here invisibly threatening me online? You think I care about that when you're totally unhinged and you need therapy? Bless your heart. Anyway, the narcissist in you makes you keep running your keyboard. Anywho. Yeah, so happy Wednesday. The recycling people haven't come by yet. I usually hear them when they're coming by because they're usually good about it. They come and they take the stuff and they put the can back, and I'm good nonetheless, right? So I'm aware that there are people that are connected to my neighbors, and I see them on my cameras, and I know exactly who they are. And they come around my neighborhood and they wear these hoodies and they wear navy blue and they wear black, and they walk past and they think nobody knows. And when they're staring at you deep down your throat, they think nobody pays attention. But the issue and the matter is, why? YouTube says ban Roger, and the FBI says Roger stays. We love his shit. Oh. Bunch of panty pumpers. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles. Pedophiles go to jail, and when they go to jail, other inmates don't really like them that much. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. I love my ethereal deck because it comes with a huge book, and I can read it straight from there. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. I haven't been in this book in a while. Okay, Queen. Share what you have and celebrate life. Laud those around you and honor honor the comfort and safety of all. You are the safe space, so be sure to take care of yourself just as much as you take care of others. This card includes the environment where you reside. Stability, safety, nurturing, prosperity, self-care environment. Yes. Go us. Now, this is for the good people now. Yes. Upright, safety, nurturing, prosperity. So as long as you're sweeping around your own front yard, I wouldn't worry about any of the people who aren't. They've got their own mess to clean up, and it's good for you to just stay out of the way and let them do what they do, okay? So definitely continue to maintain your safety, continue to be as nurturing as you can. Just be careful and don't nurture the wrong things. Don't nurture the wrong thoughts. Don't give in to every short shitty thought you have. Don't allow people to come around and sow doubt into you or to put fear into you, because that's what insecure people need. If they can basically take advantage of your fear, then that's their end. Because, like, the same men that are supposed to be protecting you are the same men that are a danger to you. So it makes sense to just keep them all away, especially for me. Now, if you have someone in your life and they're cool and they're telling you the truth and they don't like attack random women that have nothing to do with them, that they don't take care of, then you're all good. But pay attention to the weird stuff, like disappearing for short weird amounts of time, phone not being on, not being able to call, going straight to voicemail. Just write down these instances. Pay attention to the dates and the times and things of that nature. It's weird occurrences. All right, so let's pull the second card. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Oh, and you can look up in the Bible, even though there is another tarot reader that's good. He's a male tarot reader. He's pretty good at explaining himself. But you can actually look in the Bible in the book of Genesis 44. I think it's 444. You can look over there. No, it's 44 something. You can look over there and look up Joseph has to use the cup for divination. And then you can take your little panties that you got in a bunch and go wash them out over there. All right, bye-bye. See you later. Anyway, so the second card for this Wednesday is Five of Pentacles. So there's a lot of offers on the board. There's a lot of contracts on the board. There's opportunities. And we all have to take the opportunity that best suits us, what we're aligned for. And I don't know what's aligned for you. If you are an artist, or if you are a healthcare worker, if you make things with your hands of any type, you work with your hands, you're a builder, anything that causes you to do things in repetition, which actually puts you in a great zone, which makes you think of nothing else but your craft, you are on the right path. You found something that you can truly engulf yourself in. So definitely continue to master that and things like that, things that are definitely, that are engulfing of your interests. You definitely want to partake in things that, don't cause you to have thoughts outside of it. It's good to be in a zone sometimes where you could just let go of the problems of the world. You can let go of, yesterday. You can let go of the outside. You can let go of anything and just focus on the task at hand. That is what's going to get you through, having focus. Tunnel vision saves a lot of people. Sometimes you have to not pay attention to the peer pressure and things, and you have to go forward despite people trying to create blockages in your way. All right, looks good. And definitely keep up with your fiber. I don't know who this is for, but it's like, need more fiber, 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 fiber. And while the weather is cold, water intake is a must. Okay, hope that helps. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Oh, at the bottom, we've got the Six of Swords. So we've got travel. And I was talking about immigration earlier. So, travel, hopefully it's voluntarily and not involuntarily. But like I said, if there's anything with court or the law coming up, make sure you got your papers and your documents all in order, because they're looking at these things and they're like combing through it. All right. They are looking through it. And I, for one, wouldn't want to be, excuse me, going through that type of an audit. That's why you have to stay audit ready. So, I don't know who this is for. Make sure your documents are in order. I definitely been making sure of that. So I just wanted to pass on that good note. All right, so we still got the next card, Page of Wands. I really haven't been in this deck a lot, right? And usually means the same thing, same characters, but every artist varies. And she's like in the desert with her wand, okay? And this is why. Because sometimes the page of wand is in water depending on what deck you're reading from. So it's really good when they have the book that helps. So let's read on this page of wands. Okay. You have an idea and want to take action, but you're unsure where to start. You need to assess the details and break them down one by one to take smaller actions to support the bigger picture. You are ready to step into the unknown courageously in order to make your dreams come true. Hmm. Portal, travel, creativity, exploration, curiosity, inspiration. Definitely. Now, here's that word portal, in which I mentioned the other day. See, a lot of times when we're thinking portal, we're thinking like this big door, big opening that takes you into another world. But basically, anything that transports you from one state of the mind to the next is actually a portal. Bigger reference portals are doors, airports, ports, uh court. Anything that takes you from one state of mind to the next, or from one state of living to the next state of living, that is a port. A woman's birthing is considered a port. That is a port because it is from one state of living to the next. The child goes from depending on the mother's insides to live to now independently living on the outside. And this is why they cut the umbilical cord. And I think this is why this reference is really big in the spiritual community about cord cutting. A lot of times, a person will tether themselves to you or tether their existence to your existence. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to give a gentle comparison, but it seems everybody's so sensitive these days, and everybody wants to take people's words out of context. I actually commented on the video the other day, and this one guy, he typed quite a few words. And it was crazy because he had misread one word of my comment and he was ready to police me, but he didn't read. And the fact that he was very bold and actually posted it and had time to go back and read my statement before coming at me, it was very interesting. It was like very, very interesting because he had all the time in the world to read that book before coming to chastise me. And I believe that's what's been happening to me majority of my life. People actually look at me with intentions on misunderstanding me. And sometimes it's not on purpose, but I think it's just a thing that people just they see me, they see my name, or they see my spirit, and they just it irks your demons so bad. I just don't understand. I've done nothing to you. Nothing. Even the thing that a person might have told you that I did to you, I did not do that. That person did that. It's just that they happened to speak my name. It's just the wildest thing that's been going on. But I'm going to thank God because He's protected me from you all for all these years. My hands remain steadily clean, thank God. You guys are really bold with these attacks. I don't get it. So, Page of Wands, you have inspiration and it's creativity, and you're looking to travel, even if it's just in your mind. You have to escape where you've been at. You've been stagnated in this one loop of toxic things. I do this, it works for a minute, and then it doesn't work, and then things are in a shambles, and then I'm going through trying to get it done again. Well, some people do have 9 lives. Some people are put here to master certain things so that they can go back and teach people what not to do. And sometimes I think that's in the case of Solomon. Solomon had to learn a lot of lessons on what not to do. It's not that he wasn't a great king. It's not that he wasn't wise. He just had to go through his own trials and tribulations to know what not to do, to be the master. And then he was actually granted access. He was actually held in high authority at the end of his story. He was given the love of his life. He was given the keys to the fruit. It was like he was given the other part of the Garden of Eden, the flourished part. He was given like the office, the big office in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like after he did what he had to do and learned his lesson, he was able to go sit and rest and sit at his table and partake. So a lot of this is just lessons and lessons all over. And some of us just won't learn. We're hard headed. We don't take nudges. We've got to go through hell and high water before we take pause and realize our part in it. Some people are so quick to push out accountability that they never take any for themselves. And sometimes these weird people, they see that you're willing to take accountability and they're willing to push it all on you, and that's not fair either. You shouldn't take on anybody else's accountability. That's just like a woman just always having to take care of the child when there were two people in the room. Yet, the person who always gets a break is crying about everything that the other parent never gets a break to do. That is so wicked. So wicked. And a lot of you are angry because of this same scenario. Even if your dad or and your mom stayed visible throughout your whole entire life, there were some shitty things that occurred, and you're making society pay for things that they had no control over. So this looks like you having a tantrum for the rest of your life. No diaper. Wow. See, when you take the sexuality out of it and you take race out of it, you just realize that some people are just shitty human beings, and they use any excuse to grapple on. They grab on any straw because any straw is better than holding on to themselves by the shirt collar and jacking themselves up and say, hey, this isn't working. This isn't good. I am not adding to the quality of anything. And a lot of us aren't willing to do that. And the ones that are, they've hung themselves because you selfish bastards never cut them down, because you enjoy watching other people try to compensate for something you never plan to put your hands in anyway. Yet your footprint remains. See, we saw you kick that stuff over. We saw you stomp on those things. We saw you kick that sand castle. We saw you hand that candy to that baby. And we also saw you snatch it away. Some people are definitely the epitome of Despicable Me. And Despicable Me is an awesome little cute cartoon. But when it hits reality, it's not so cute. It's not so animated. It's not so forgiving. And it doesn't end in a happily ever after. So I know I like cartoons, we like anime and things of that nature, but you say it yourself. Jesus protects us, right? So how can you be such a hypocrite and go after his children? I mean, I know you know you're one of his kids, right? Yeah. So just know that your dad knows you too. All right? So yeah, I'm gonna go back on my other device and go live because I'm still gonna do my rap for you lames. Okay? Because yeah, you obviously don't understand anything but rap lyrics. The hip hop jocks. Talk to you in a minute.